I knelt in front of a gentleman I didn't know to wipe my son's vomit off his expensive shoes. The man brushed me off, advising me to watch over my child better. Now, that was rude. For your information, the child threw up because of you. After the check-in, the kid was languishing in a stuffy cabin for an hour, waiting for Mr. Center of the Universe to come on board. Then, after that nice gentleman sat right in front of me and reclined his seat all the way back, I decided I would make him remember that flight for the rest of his life. I waited for the gentleman to fall asleep, took out a dirty diaper, and put it in the seat pocket in front of him. Ten minutes later, the gentleman reacted to the stench.
What is this doing here?
The gentleman found my surprise and demanded me to throw it away.
Ew.
I refused and said it wasn't mine. However, the gentleman noticed that my son's diaper and the diaper found in the seat pocket were the same brand.
That's beyond the pale. What are you teaching your child?
God, the psychers we have to fly with. What is wrong with her?
I didn't know what to do. Go up to everyone and tell them that it was the worst day of my life? That morning, my husband said he wouldn't fly with us because his young and chill mistress wanted to spend the weekend with him? Yes, I couldn't handle the kid by myself. So, when the gentleman started moaning, waking up my son in the process, I dug my knees into his back. He mumbled something and started shifting in his seat. Every time he moved, I kicked his seat with my knees with even more anger. Eventually, the man couldn't stand it anymore and got up. I saw his face for the first time during the flight, and it was pale. I explained that it was just a response to his behavior. If he put the chair upright again, I would come down. I saw his facial expression change. The man said that he wished he could sit up straight, look out the window, and think about his journey. However, he was sick, and his whole body was being afflicted by sudden spasms.
I keep changing my position because I'm desperately trying to find one that brings me some relief.
The gentleman's confession shocked me at first, but remembering his boorish behavior earlier, I wasn't inclined to believe him. He got on the plane accompanied by a flight attendant. So I decided to find out if he was telling the truth. The flight attendant confirmed that the flight had been delayed because the man had multiple metal rods in his body. The metal detector reacted to them and the security team made him take off all of his clothes and probed him for an hour. It was important for him to get on this particular flight, as he was expected at the clinic to start therapy right away. The flight attendant explained why the interests of one passenger were put above the comfort of others.
Nobody saw of this gentleman. He's alone. His wife left him because she got tired of fighting.
I returned to my seat and noticed that my son wasn't sleeping, but wasn't crying either. He was peacefully playing with the gentleman. The kid didn't want to come into my arms. He was having fun. Then he gave the man his toy as a sign of absolute trust.
Keep it, and we'll play some other time, okay?
My whole family met me at the airport. My sisters picked up the baby, and my dad grabbed the heavy suitcases. But no one, except for a nurse, was waiting for the gentleman. She helped him into a wheelchair and rolled him to the clinic's car. That's when I realized that my problems were nothing compared to his. I had people supporting me, unlike him. That same evening, I visited the gentleman with my son. He clearly wasn't expecting it, but it was important for him to know that we didn't do it out of pity. You promised to play with my son. That's why we're here. Henry, that was the gentleman's name, asked to take my son in his arms. He made a few funny faces, and my son laughed. I started apologizing for my behavior on the plane, but he gently interrupted me.
You wouldn't have come here if it wasn't for our conflict. I'm glad you kicked me with your pretty knees.
I visited Henry every day, and what a happy day it was when he managed to go for a walk for the first time. I liked that Henry kept joking around despite his condition.
Let's tell your son that we learn to walk at the same time.
3 months later, Henry and I flew back together. He was sitting in the front, and my son and I right behind him. However, Henry and I were already a couple at that point. I booked the seat behind him so no one would kick him with their knees. If a good man falls, there is always someone nearby to help him get back up.